So, we're back talking about David. And today we're going to talk about a story that not a lot of the kids' shows cover. And to be honest, I don't blame him, because what this man does is nothing less than diabolical. And you know the author was tight about this, because he starts off by saying, in the spring of the year, the time when kings go out to battle, basically telling the reader David should have been out in the field putting in that work with his men. Instead, he's at the crib, chilling. And you know what? I get it. God had been giving this man W's for like 3 to 5 chapters straight. But see, this is what happens when we let our guard down, because Lucy took that chance to send in one of his top agents. So David saw Bathsheba bathing and was like, oh nah, I need that. So he asked one of his servants, hey yo, who that? And his servant was like, that's Bathsheba, Uriah's wife. But you know what? I guess David didn't care if she was someone else's wife, because he said, but anywho, and told one of his lackeys to go get her. And then they, did the deed.
Oh no.
Now you may think this whole thing came out of nowhere. Nah, because this man David already had multiple wives, so he knew he had problems controlling himself. And of course you would think, okay, so the degeneracy stops here, right? Sleeping with someone else's wife is bad enough, right? Right? Wrong! Because guess what? Now, she's pregnant. So this is when David started panicking. But then he had a great idea. If I get Uriah, you know, Bathsheba's actual husband, to sleep with her, it'll look like he got her pregnant. Perfect plan, what could go wrong? So he told Joab to send Uriah to him from the field. So when Uriah finally got home, David was like, oh man, you must be tired, bro. You know what? Go home and be with your wife, man. Go home and be with your wife. But Uriah refused. Bro slept outside David's house. And David was like, bro, what are you doing here? But then Uriah responded by saying, sir, with all due respect, how am I look like going home when my comrades are sleeping out in the field? If they sleeping in the trenches, I'm sleeping in the trenches. So David was like, all right, cool. You can stay here today and I'll send you back tomorrow. Now, before I tell y'all what happens next, remember, David is described as a man after God's own heart. A man after God's own heart. So a man that's after God's own heart sends Uriah back to the battlefield with a letter that tells Joab to put Uriah on the front lines where all the smoke is. Then he told Joab that he wants him and the rest of the army to back up off of Uriah so he could get jumped. So basically, David made Uriah deliver his own death warrant. And right after this, David made Bathsheba his wife. Bro, that is so foul. It's really not funny. I'm only laughing because, I mean, bro, how else am I supposed to react to this? This man David was out here playing 4D chess to cover up his sin. And no, he wasn't safe because God sent Nathan to call him out immediately. And yes, David repented, but this one mistake caused all the problems in David's family going forward. But moral of the story, yeah, sin ain't free.